How do you actually win and succeed in business? My name is Philip. If you don't know me, I run a marketing agency, content agency, however you want to call it. We're doing at around 40K a month right now. And I want to talk about how do you win in business, because this is a lesson not only for you, this is a lesson also for me. I am making these videos on this channel simply to make them. On this channel, I don't really care if 100 people see this video, 100K people see this video, or one person sees this video. I'm just making these videos so I can clip them up into short form piece of content. So I don't really care what I post on this channel. I don't care what the title is. I don't care what the idea is. I don't care what the thumbnail is. And quite frankly, I don't care if it gets attention. So this is what this channel is about. It's my raw thoughts. Whatever I have going in the day, in the life, I'm going to talk about it. I don't really care. But today's topic, I wanted to be like, how do you win in business? And this is something that, like I said, it's a lesson for me as well. And I think I've gone through all kinds of phases of growing in the business. I've been having my agency for like a year now, like solid, like actually like being locked in, actually doing outreach, actually taking this seriously as a business. We've been doing this for a year. I have 3 years of experience. Those other 2 years were just wasted, to be quite frank with you. But how do you win in business? And this is a thing that took me a long time to understand. To your perspective, I started my agency, really started, I think it was like August, we got our first client. So that's when it got real. But like we started our outreach in like June 2024. August, we got our first client. We end 2024 with 10K a month. 2025 begins super sporadically. 10K a month, 15K a month, 20K a month. Then we go back to like 5 to 10K. And then we climb back up to 20K in July. August was super low, like 5K collected. And from September all the way to now, that's where we were averaging 20, 30K a month. And now we're at 40K a month in revenue. Cash collected is not as good. It doesn't matter why. But revenue-wise, 40K, it's decent. We will definitely grow to more. That's kind of the timeline that I've been running this agency. And I can tell you, the most growth happened from September up until this point. And I don't know why. It's just something clicked. It's like how you win in business is simply actions that you take on a daily basis. How consistent are you with them? And the mindset and perspectives that you have. And obviously is the knowledge that you have on your disposal, right? So actions, perspectives, and knowledge, right? But the action is the hardest. I can tell you that action is the hardest. Most of you watching this video probably already have enough resources, enough knowledge. Maybe you just lack perspective, and maybe you just lack action. In my opinion, right now I have everything I need in order to progress forward. The only thing that is stopping me is honestly action. I have the right perspectives. I think way bigger. I think way differently than I did before. In terms of how do you actually run a business as a business. I have the right knowledge. I have the right skills. I've been doing this for 3 years. I'm very confident. However, action is what keeps me back. And consistency. I cannot stay consistent with an action for more than a week or so. Like, there was a thing I did. If you go watch my first videos, I committed to filming a video every single day on this channel, to posting every single day on my Instagram stories, 2 weeks, two videos a week on my main YouTube channel, which you can also check out. It's a business channel. And I failed. To be fair, YouTube channel, the main YouTube channel has maintained the 2 videos a week mark, but it was like rushed because I was lazy. So for example, this week, we had to sacrifice some of the quality on today's video, because like if we actually take more time to perfect it, it's not going to be launched today, but we need it launched today to hit the KPI of 2 videos a week. So it's like we still had to sacrifice something because of my laziness, because I didn't film the videos on time. So even in that regard, I was inconsistent. If you go check my Instagram, super inconsistent with the content over there. Instagram stories, I'm not even going to speak about it. I told people I'm going to wake up at 4 a.m. every single day, documenting the story, didn't do it. This channel, you can clearly see, go on it, you can clearly see I haven't been consistent. So, and with my outreach and everything, I have not been consistent. So, this is what you got to understand. If you actually want to succeed in business, you need to be consistent and you need to be taking aggressive fucking action. And it's come to a point where I'm in this negative momentum where it started good when you start waking up at 4 a.m. And by the way, I don't look at business as just like business. I look at business as personal life as well. If your personal life is not dialed in, you're probably not going to be dialed in the business side of things. I'll give you a perfect example of that. I myself give myself a goal to wake up at 4 a.m. every single day. Or no, actually, let me give you a better example than that. Before, when I used to really work hard on my business every single day, I used to do everything, which isn't a flex, but I was like really hardworking, really disciplined, and consistent. I could literally wake up with 2 hours of sleep like nothing happened, boom, jump out of my bed instantly. And I would do that for 6 months. Then, as September went on, that's where I started to struggle a bit with consistency and taking action, even getting out of bed sometimes. Like this morning, I'm embarrassed to tell you, but I will have to tell you, is like, I woke up at 6 by staying in bed for 1.5 hours. Just putting like when you put the timer, like 15 minutes, and you start taking naps. Okay, I finish a nap of 10 minutes. Okay, let me just do another 10 minutes of napping. Boom, boom, boom. And this is like, it's so tiring. Instead of getting up immediately and getting a coffee, getting to work on everything, and having 2 hours, almost 2 hours of like work in advantage, I stay in bed, I procrastinate. So in that regard, I think winning in business only has to do with what actions you take. There's so many actions that I'm not actively taking right now that I should be and could be taking. Right? So it's kind of cooked in that regard. So I want you to understand, I don't know what stage of business you're at right now, but for me before it was like knowledge. Okay, I like knowledge. But then it was just action. And then I started taking action. That's when I started my agency, and that's how I scaled from nothing to 10K a month by end of 2024. It was a big unlock for me. I was like, okay, action is all you need to do. And then in 2025, the big unlock for me was perspective. Holy shit. Like, I'm actually running my business the wrong way. Like, I used to be so in the business. I used to be writing scripts for clients, making clips for clients, editing videos for clients sometimes. Right? I used to be so in the business, thinking that, okay, this is how it has to be ran. But just like I realized, I actually have to outsource all of this. I have to outsource as many things as possible so that only like the highest leverage things actually are left for me to do. So this is something I didn't realize before, and that's the big thing I unlocked, that perspective of how do you actually run a business. So, and now again in 2026, I think it comes back to action. I had knowledge, unlocked knowledge. Then it was action. Then it was more knowledge, but then it was perspective and perception. And now I think it's back to just action. Just doing action, more outreach. Like obviously, like we have, like the main bottleneck right now is just getting clients. If I had more clients, even if somebody churns, it's fine. We have people in the backup. I don't like to say backup because I want to keep my clients for years. I think we're getting to that point where really like the roster of clients we have right now, we can really keep them for a very long time. And I'm grateful. So this 40K a month that I'm telling you in revenue, it's not just me like saying it. It's just like actually sustainable. We just now need to add on top of it really, really good client roster. Okay. And we really need to be focused on quality. And I do think with the opportunities we have the potential to scale this shit to the moon. I partnered with 2 more agencies. I'm supposed to partner with them. They're literally going to be bringing me clients, and I'm going to be like either doing the work for them on their behalf, or I'm going to be like managing like some of their clients. They're going to be giving me a percentage of the client. So it's like I will either grow my own agency and make money that way, grow the business that way, or I will partner with these other people. So it's like the only thing left to do on my end is just do action. Action, hire the right people so that only like, and a lot of people like miss this and they're focused on too many things in a business as much as I believe action is important, I still believe that the correct action is important. Like, I can do action, editing fucking videos, but that will take me nowhere. Or I can do action, outreach or content, and that will get me somewhere, right? So I want to get to the point where everything else is outsourced. I don't have to worry about it, and I can just focus on outreach, for example, which I haven't been able to do in a very long time, to be quite fair with you. So, yeah, I think the way to win business, you have to go in cycles, and you have to really look at, okay, what is the thing that is keeping me? And by the way, a lot of you click on this video because you think, oh, I'm going to find out something new. Or you click on these types of videos from like Hormozi, and you're like, oh, I'm going to find out something new. And I don't blame you. I do that myself. But it's like you watch these videos, and the end of it, you realize, shit, I just knew this before. This guy, he's going to tell me, like, it's just like nothing special. I've heard this 1,000 times. And that's the point. You don't need more information most of the times. Sometimes you do need more knowledge. Sometimes you need perception. Sometimes you need perspective. Which, by the way, if you do need more perspective, perspective is also knowledge, but perspective is how you view things. Like, for example, I used to view my business as I gotta do everything. One day my client reached out to me and he was like, hey man, like we got hundreds of clips that we need to post. And I just sat there and I thought, how am I gonna post all of them? Am I gonna have time? Instead of thinking, wait, who can I find to outsource this to? So that perception and how you think about the business has to change. Instead of how do I hire somebody else? For example, that's just like one example of a perspective shift. And a really good perspective shift person that I like to watch is Jeremy Haynes. So make sure to check out his content as well. It's fucking banger, helped me a lot. I think the biggest reason why I've grown so much from September to now is because we started working with him. Not only has he, brought us a lot of people in the agency, but also helped me expand my mind. So that was a really, really valuable experience. So yeah, man. It's just like business is, you have to look at where you're at right now, what is the biggest bottleneck, and just like aggressively going into that bottleneck, okay? And just delegating everything else. The bottleneck isn't going to be editing the video. You can get somebody else to do that. So that's how you win in business, man. You outsource everything else that doesn't matter, and you go hard on the things that do matter. And you repeat that cycle over and over and over again, right? And again, it's just action. So, thank you for watching this video. Make sure to subscribe and like. All these videos will be posted hopefully every single day. Like I told you, I struggle with consistency. I used to consider myself a very disciplined, consistent person. But when I am real with myself and when I look at past, couple 6 months, a year in my life, I'm not really that consistent. And that has to fix. And I'm trying to actively fix it. So, hopefully, one of the goals is to be consistent with these videos. So, thank you for watching. Make sure to subscribe. These videos will be coming every single day. Make sure to check out my main business channel. There's going to be 2 videos a week going over business lessons, Instagram, how to grow on Instagram, all that kind of stuff. This is only like very, very high level advice, not like starting advice. I will not help you start, but I will help you scale. Make sure to check out that video that channel. And check out my Instagram, where I also post bangers. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow.